To what we're calling in this season of Global Girl Shows, the Consciousness Continuum. What do you think about that?
Sounds sharp.
Sounds sharp. I think it sounds sharp, and it looks sharp, and it is sharp. I'm Marvinetta Penn, Executive Director and founder of Global Girls Incorporated, and I have with me my guest, my beautiful, my talented, my wonderful, my lovely global girl, Miss Aviana King. And later on, we're going to be joined by another beautiful, lovely, talented, amazing global girls, Miss Simone Stokes. And you are watching a live interactive show on CAN TV. We're also live streaming online, and you can watch us by going online. Now, I don't have on my glasses, but if you go online and if you Google CAN TV, you by all means, you're going to see that live stream come right up, and then you'll be able to see us. So you can take CAN TV with you on the road, wherever you go. And this is going to be an interactive program. So I really need you to call in, because it is not a ball if you don't call. So please call us at 312-738-1060. That's 1060. Tonight's conversation is going to be about communication. The need for parents to communicate with their children, but more importantly, or even equally importantly, is the need for children to communicate with their parents. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Global Girls. For those of you out there in TV land who have never heard of Global Girls, and I almost refuse to believe that there are people out there who've never heard of Global Girls. We've been around for 16 years, and I want Miss Aviana, Miss King, to tell you guys a little bit about Global Girls from her perspective.
Well, Global Girls is a performing arts organization creating and presenting socially conscious, youth-driven theater. And I've been here for about 3 years almost. And we've taken girls all over the country, Ghana twice, Kenya twice, and I went to Grenada. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. But we're not going to dabble in that right now.
And we've also been to India.
Yes, India. And it was Mombasa, Kenya.
Yes,
that's still Kenya.
Yes.
But yeah, we teach performing arts and dancing, acting, singing. We do a little bit of that. Miss Penn is a singer herself, and
a dancer and an actress.
Right,
love that.
Everything.
Performer. I just love it. And because you know what, in the consciousness continuum, we learn that each one of us has something that we do, and something that we do well. And when we focus on what we do well, we just get more of that in our lives. When whatever you put out there into the universe, you're going to get it, and you're going to get more of it and more of it and more. So make sure you're putting the right things into the universe. And we just had a conversation with some beautiful people from an earlier show. They were with the United African Organization, and the lady said that she was from Ghana.
And she has a child from Ghana, her daughter, and she wants her to know about how they live over there, because she feels like her parents came here for nothing if she doesn't teach her daughter the culture that they have back home, how she can call her family back at home and say, oh my gosh, come over and remember when we used to do this, and dance the way they would back in Ghana.
Yes,
I mean, that's
and go to parties there and go visit relatives there and do things there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how I would love to have that for our girls here, that our girls here could go to Ghana and visit their cousins in Ghana, can go to Kenya and visit our cousins in Kenya, can go to India and visit our cousins there, because you know we have a diaspora all over the world. We have people of African descent all over the world, and I don't mean 20th generation, but 5th, 6th, 7th generation, that we can trace them back, and we can go back and we can see that yes, we're a part of this. And that's one of the reasons I started Global Girls in the first place, was because I wanted girls of color to know that they're connected to something greater than what they can see in front of them. And I think our girls know that.
Now.
You think you know that, Aviana?
I know it now. Didn't at first.
Didn't at first, but you know it now.
And I'm so glad.
And doesn't it feel good to know it when you get it? Yes. Tell me about when you went down to Grenada and you met the girls down there. First, tell me about what you thought about it might be like. And then when you went down there, we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
famous fan. Hey, Avi, this is Kashaya.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Kashaya. How are you? Did you have a question?
I'm waving at you on the TV. Oh my God.
Hi, Kashaya.
Wonderful, Kashaya.
Oh
Did you want to say something about Global Girls? This is another one of our Global Girls. I guess it's going to just be a Global Girl night
Party.
tonight, and a Global Girl party, and that's okay. Kashaya, did you have something you want to say to the people out there in TV land?
TV land.
Kashaya, you might have to turn your TV
hi,
down.
You all.
Sorry?
This is Kashaya. I've been a part of Global Girls for 1 year.
Okay, and what do you like about Global Girls, Kashaya?
I like to dance a lot and perform with Miss Penn.
Awesome, awesome. So what can you tell other girls who might be interested in finding out more information about Global Girls, but might be like, I don't know if I really want to come, or I don't know. What would you say to girls like that?
I would say for girls to come out more, just come to the Global Girls studio, because we would really get you, if you're shy, we would get you out of your comfort zone and make you feel like you're a part of Global Girls.
Awesome. Awesome. So, Kashaya, thank you so much for calling in, and we will see you at camp tomorrow, bright and early, because we got a big show coming up. Thanks for calling in, Kashaya. That was great. That was great. That was so cute.
I was so shocked.
Yes, that's wonderful. So, were you saying something else?
Oh, yes, in Grenada.
Yes.
The beginning of it was so scary. It was my first time going out of the country in the first place. So I'm like, I'm going to meet these other girls. I don't know how they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to like me. I didn't put in any confidence in myself at all. I'm like, okay, I have a goal. We're going to go and create a sisterhood with them. We're going to go and represent Global Girls and make sure that they know that they have someone in a whole nother country that they can reach out to and say, oh, I need help with this, or what did you do when this happened, and things like that. And we had so many encounters and situations going on with the girls, but
okay. We have another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Another Global Girl.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a wonderful show, and by the way, you guys, congratulations to you both on excellent communications, especially you, young lady. You are an inspiration across the city, I'm sure. I just wanted to ask, what kind of programs does Global Girls offer for young women who are trying to find their way into the technology fields, like engineering, science, technology, that kind of thing? And I'll get off the phone and let you answer the question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. While we are a performing arts group, and we specialize in dance and theater, because we feel that helps girls to find who they are and get in touch with themselves, get over the lack of confidence that they might have about the way they look, about not fitting in with their peers, but it gives them an inner strength. Having danced myself, I know what that feeling of pride and just strength, physical strength, does when you build up your body as a dancer. And I tell my girls that you might not be a dancer, you might not be a professional actress, you might not be a professional entertainer at all. But whatever you choose to go into, you can take those fundamental skills that you will learn in theater and dance and acting. You can take those skills and you can transfer those skills to any career. Now, we do offer some field trips. We might offer field trips. We have speakers come in to talk to the girls about different fields. And we have that. Oh, yes, we also have our power lunch. And so, caller, if you would like to come out and speak with our young people at our power lunch, this is where we bring our older young people to a business location, and we provide lunch for them. But we also bring in professionals from a variety of fields, and they might be from engineering and science and technology and all. And so we give the young people exposure to those fields so that they can make the choice. And hopefully their parents or schools or someone else can find them and say, why don't you pursue this? It would be wonderful if we could do everything for everybody. We've decided to carve out this little niche, but we do give them exposure. And if you know of a program that we can link up with, by all means, visit us at, no, that's the wrong one. Visit us at www.globalgirlsinc.org, and you can always email us at globalgirls@sbcglobal.net, and you can call us at 773-902-2359. Thank you so much for that comment, because soon this young lady, along with our other guest, Miss Simone Stokes, will be hosting the show. I'm going to take my leave, and I'm just going to be out there in the studio watching them and coaching them. But I want to turn it over because I want you to hear more from our talented and beautiful and just articulate young people, so that you can hear from them firsthand what's on their minds. So when you were down in Grenada and you talked to the young people, you saw that they were so much more like you than they were different.
Yes, it was an instant click. It's like when you get to a new school and you're scared to, interact with anybody. You're like, okay, I'm just going to stay in my little square and I'm going to do what I have to do and get out of here. We got down there and I'm like, okay, we got 2 weeks here. I'm going to meet somebody. And I'm going to become a sister to somebody, because there's no way I'm going to spend 2 weeks in a whole other country and not try to make a connection with somebody. And that's communication. I'm going to communicate and make a connection, hopefully, and that creates a bond. Because when we went out there, oh my gosh, I was so scared. But they were more scared of us than we were of them. I'm like, okay, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to put some energy out there and get confident within my own self, because I'm naturally not a confident person. I would just stay in the background.
Now, who out there would believe she is not a confident person? Please. But I want to get to our topic. And our topic tonight is communication.
Cool.
Communication. We've got another caller. And go ahead, caller. You're on the air. You're on the air. Hello.
How are you all doing?
We're well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I wanted to ask the young lady a question.
Yeah.
Aviana, I believe that's your name, right?
Yes.
When you're participating in Global Girls, what do you come away with? What do you come away with from Global Girls in your everyday encounter? What makes you keep coming back?
Oh my goodness. I don't know how to answer that question without listing off things. I don't know. It's just the environment. When you go there, you usually step into that room and they do not judge you. I've been places and even school where they look at you some type of way and give you these different vibes. And Miss Penn always talks about energy. You can feel energy within a group of people. You walk in there in Global Girls and you just feel overwhelmed with joy. You could have a bad day. Like one day I went in there and I was just not having it. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to be here. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anyone. I walked in there and I'm like, okay, be here now. Feel good now. I'm okay. I'm good. And that's one of the things we do with the girls in our summer camp. It's a little mantra we have for them to just, get out of their whatever happened previously, because something always happens before you step into a place. And, things could be going wrong, but I don't know, it's just the energy with the girls. Even just talking about it, it just makes me feel really good. Honestly, I came in at 13 and I don't know, it really was the energy. I can't really... I can talk about it for days, hours, months, years. It's so much. Honestly, I would not lie to anybody. If I'm true to my own self, if I don't like something, I'm not gonna go. I'm not even gonna play with you. I don't care. But I'm gonna keep coming back if I feel good. It just makes you feel free and overwhelmed with joy. I hope I answered your question. That was a lot.
Wonderful. Thank you, caller, and thank you, Aviana. I'm over here like, cry. But that was beautiful. I want to get to, you're such a great communicator, and I want you to always be that kind of communicator. I want you to talk a little bit about our topic tonight, which is the importance. Last week we talked about words. This is on consciousness, the consciousness continuum, because I want people to really think, feel first. Mm-hmm. Always feel feel good, but think. And always you have to think in terms of words, and then be able to express those words. Not be afraid to be vulnerable, not to be afraid to sound stupid, not to be afraid of anything. We teach our girls to be fearless. And sometimes you have to say things that might put you in a precarious place, but you have to be willing to step out there and say those things. So you want to talk about communication a bit, and then we're going to get our other guest up here.
Communication in general is important. Without communication, one of the key points I had was you won't have clarification. Say you meet a new person, and you're just like, like I talked about vibes and energy. You meet new people on a daily basis. You don't know anything about the person. Let it be at work, home even. You go into your apartment complex, or just walking anywhere. You meet new people, and you're like, oh, this person looks this way, and I wonder about them. And some people are bold enough to just walk up to people and be like, oh, I really like your hair, or I wonder what this piercing means, or that tattoo looks really awesome. What does it mean? And that leads to clarification. That opens the door for you to get an understanding of that person. And I don't want to go into something else that someone else had to say, but that kind of ties in with it. But with communicating, it creates a sense of connection with people. Like you're able to create I don't know how to say it, but you're able to understand people better by communicating, because nobody is a mind reader. Now, if you are, then you just got a special ability, which is really good.
And let us know, because we want to hire you and make some money. Because I can't say that, but yeah, contact us.
And not everybody's a mind reader, and they can't tell what you're feeling or what you're thinking or what's been going on in your life based off just looking at you. I mean, we can have one of our thoughts of today was look at people as well as into them. I'm glad I remember that. But because that we taught the girls about being having perspicacity. Where you can have a keen awareness to things, where you can look at people and you can, kind of tell their energy or how they are. Like, say your child, you have a daughter or a son, and you have enough perspicacity to know that they didn't say something to you the right way, or you didn't say something and you said something and it didn't go good with them, it didn't sit well. So you have a keen awareness to know how to change it and know how to be like, okay, sweetheart, I didn't mean it that way, or okay, mom, I was just having a bad day. Communicating is everything.
The willingness to talk it through. That is such a good point. I could listen, because I feel like I don't even have to do anything on this show, which is awesome. Yeah. But I do want to get to our other guest, Aviana, and I want you guys out there to contact us, because I know everybody, you might have questions out there in TV land. You might want to refer a girl to us. There might be other questions you might have and comments you might have. You might want to come to us and see us. You might want to learn a little bit more about consciousness continuum. So contact us. All of our information is there. And now we have Miss Simone Stokes, another beautiful global girl who also went to Grenada with us earlier this year. Then she turned around a few weeks later and went to Mombasa, Kenya with us, and Nairobi, and then we stopped over in London. Yeah, so she's an international traveler. So Simone, how are you this evening?
I am well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Simone, Aviana talked a little bit about communication. Was there something you wanted to say about communication?
Communication is a part of connection also. It's a part of connection. You learn so much from about who you are and where you come from with communication. You find people who support you, who know what you're going through, and they can put you on the right track. And just, you can't do a whole lot without communication. Communication is part of relationship and just finding out who you are. Communication is just everything. Communication is everything.
Yeah, and once you find out who you are, you can better connect with somebody else, because you're not afraid to say, well, this is who I am. Now, who are you? and you can listen. We have another caller. This is a great conversation. I just wish we had a whole hour. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead. Great conversation. I just wish we had a whole hour. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Patricia Brown, and I am Simone's aunt.
Hi.
I am Simone's aunt, and I just want to tell her how proud I am of her.
Can you turn your TV down?
And she was the first one to go to Africa. She was the first
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful.
That was always my dream. And when she went, I just got teary-eyed because I wanted to go, but she went. So it's like, you know, somebody went, and I just felt like I lived it through her.
Oh, and you will get your chance to go.
Yeah.
Because we will go again and again.
She made it.
Yes, yes. And you will get your chance. Don't even worry about it. But thank you so much for calling in. Yes. So, Simone, there were some specific things that you wanted to talk about with communication. But we have another caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Mrs. Silas.
Hi, Miss Silas.
Hi. I was going through the channels and I seen you guys on TV.
All right.
Hooray for Global Girls.
Well, thank you. This is one of our Global Girl moms for, oh my God, how long? About 10 years it feels like. Wonderful.
Yes. Fantastic to see you ladies on television.
Well, thank you.
Spreading the love.
These young ladies are going to be hosting the show
And the
very,
joy.
very soon. I can retire and turn the show over to them. They are anxious too.
All right. That's okay. Love you, girl.
Thank you. Love you. Thanks so much for calling in. Okay, Simone, we have a few minutes left in the show, and I want you to get to, because there's something that's been on our girls' minds, and they want to be able to communicate that to more people. So we only have a few more minutes left, and I really want them to get out what's on their mind. So Simone, go ahead.
One thing that we have been talking about were T.O.M.S, and that stands for thirsty old men stalking. You know, most girls, they walk home, take the bus home, and there are thirsty old men stalking, trying to talk to them, and we have to talk about these things. I have a personal connection with the situation. Plenty of times I come to Global Girls telling Miss Penn, oh, I was on the bus and somebody tried to get me in their car, and I've got so much advice on how to deal with that, and we must talk about these things because we can't let these things build up, and we let them just all fall out at the wrong time on the wrong person. And that's where parents come in. You have to listen you have to listen to your child because there's something that they need to talk about, and if you're not listening, then you're a source to them. If they don't have you, it's just like, who do I have? Who do I have?
Yes.
If my mom listened to me, who's going to listen to me? So it's crazy how you have to be aware of these things, and we have to talk about them. And
listening does not mean waiting for your chance to talk. Listening, especially when your child has something, and it goes back to that perspicacity. It goes back to being aware of the child that you have, knowing your child's body language, knowing your child's moods, knowing when your child is not quite in sync with something, and is being able to say, well, how was your day? How was it? And opening up those channels so that your child can say, well, Mom, I need to talk. And then you just get in a very relaxed mood. And I just found out that we have to wrap this show up. We're going to do part 2. We have to come back. I'm going to bring these young ladies back next week, and we are going to continue this conversation because we need you thirsty old men out there in the audience to know that it is not cool to stalk these girls. Stop it. With that, we want to say good night. We're going to end with a smile on our faces. We always do. We're going to send you positive energy because that's just how we roll. Have a good evening.